people would be surprised to find out that Jesus wasn't as loving and compassionate and understanding as a lot of people make him out to be. Sure, he said some nice things, and he also said some really awful things. And one of the more awful things that he said was this. Luke 14:26 says, "If anyone comes to me and does not hate his own father and mother and wife and children and brothers and sisters, yes, even his own life, he cannot be my disciple." Now, was Jesus making an extreme statement? Maybe. Was Jesus saying that in comparison to your love for him, you must hate everyone else? Possibly. But if you can't pick this book up on a desert island and read it at face value and get the message that was intended to be concluded, this is not the inspired word of God. Because anyone plainly reading this text would conclude that Jesus wants you to hate everyone so that you can follow him. He wants you to abandon your family and follow him. And I would argue that that's possibly what Jesus did mean. He did want his disciples to give everything up and follow him. So it's really not that much of a stretch to assume that this is what Jesus wants out of you if you are a follower of his. And not everybody has the access or the resources to find out what the intended interpretation would be according to the majority of Christian scholars, because there will always be a scholar that disagrees. That's the point of interpretation, is that you have to decide subjectively within your own mind what you think the verse means. There is no guide that tells you exactly what the author meant, because the author didn't leave anything behind to tell you exactly what they meant. And since there isn't a disclaimer, I'm going to go ahead and assume that Jesus wants you to hate your family to follow. I didn't say it, he did.